Hi, and welcome back to another car conversation, you guys. Happy Friday. Hope your week was great. As always, my week was busy, but it was wonderful nonetheless. So, today's topic is you are your biggest problem. Let me say that again for somebody in the back that wasn't paying attention. You are your biggest problem. Sometimes I am my biggest problem. We are our biggest problem. So you may be having a hard time moving forward because you are your biggest problem. If you and here's number one, aren't moving forward, it may be because you are doubting yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, who will? I am a huge believer in that. If you don't believe in you, why should other people believe in you? That's like, if I don't believe in me, why should I ask other people to believe in me? And I don't even believe in myself. That's crazy. Okay? That's pure craziness and tomfoolery all rolled into one. You've got to believe in you if you expect other people to do it. And number two, if you find it hard to have meaningful relationships, it may be because you are holding on to old relationships. Now remember, I said you're your biggest problem, right? And I also said that you may be having a hard time moving forward because you are your biggest problem if you and I have a colon and these things apply to you. Well, this one I just said that sometimes you're your biggest problem with trying to move on into a new and better relationship because you're trying to hold on to old ones. And I'm gonna give you my give you my show and tell again, how I talked about when your hands are clasped together like this. God can't bless you with your heart's desire because you see your hands are clasped together. Oh, but when you open them up and you release those things that are holding you captive, your hands are open to receive all that God has. And it's the same thing with relationships. You can't expect to move on with Susie or Joe if you keep trying to hold on with Gretchen and Rob. And I don't know who those people are. I just made them up. But you get where I'm going with this. You can't get what's here in front of you because you're holding on to what's behind you. Let that go. Your ex is an ex for a reason. Let's keep it real. And some of you may have broken up on good terms. I don't know. And at this point, it doesn't even really matter. But they're an ex for a reason. So stop reaching back for what's back here and focus on what's ahead of you. And then number three, if you won't face your fear, own up to your mistakes and do not repeat them. So again, you're your biggest problem with moving forward if you will not face your fears. Let's unpackage this a little bit. You've got to face your fears. Now, I won't lie, I have a fear of heights. And I may never ever overcome that because I have no desire to want to climb up on anything just to face my fears. I'm all right with that. But if I have a fear of speaking, the only way that I can get past that is to get up and start speaking. It's just like Les Brown. I'm thinking about one of his videos. I can't think of the name of it at the moment. But he talks about how his teacher, Mr. Washington, asked him to get up and give a speech. And he said, oh, I can't do that. And he was so nervous and he was fumbling and stumbling over every word. And every time a speech had to be given, Mr. Washington called on him. Until one of these days he was able to get up and recite whatever it was he had to recite from memory, and it was absolutely perfect. However, if Mr. Washington had said, well, yeah, he's not that great of a speaker, so I won't call on him, I'll call on Barry over there, then Les Brown would never have become the great motivational speaker that he is. So see, you have to face your own fears, and then you have to own up to your mistakes and don't repeat them. We all have made mistakes in life. If you sit back and say you haven't, you're telling a bald-faced lie, because we all have made some mistakes in our lives. We all have done some things, gone some places that we had no business going, messed with people that we had no business messing with. We all have, because we're human. But the key is to own up to those mistakes. And it doesn't always feel good when you have to own up to them, but you have to. And then you try your best not to repeat them. Will you? You might backslide on occasions. And even if you don't backslide on those things, it's going to be something else. So I just want to encourage you again to face your fears and own up to your mistakes and then don't repeat them. Let me do a quick recap and I promise I'll let you be. So today we talked about you are your biggest problem. And the way you can tell that you are your biggest problem is number one, you aren't moving forward, and it may be because you are doubting yourself. See, I can't move forward if I don't believe in me. I can't take my business to the next level if I don't believe in me. I can't take my job search to the next level if I don't believe in me. Because if you're sitting around waiting for other people to believe in you, honey, you might be waiting a while. Number two, if you find it hard to have meaningful relationships, maybe because you're holding on to these old ones. Again, if my hands are clasped with the old relationship, I can't receive the new relationship because my hands are busy holding on to the past. But when I open them up, they are free to receive what is coming in the future. And then number three, if you won't face your fears, own up to your mistakes and don't repeat them. You've got to do that, you guys. Like I said, there's some fears I'm probably just not going to face. I do have a fear of watching scary movies before I go to bed, because when I go to sleep, I dream about that movie, except I'm in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Not that I don't enjoy horror movies. I can watch them during the daytime and I don't have a problem. It doesn't bother me. But trying to watch them at night, it's not going to work. But there's some fears that I've had to face. When I first got into doing YouTube, I had a fear of being in front of the camera. I truly did, because you worry about, what are people going to think about me? Do I look good enough? Is my hair done? Is my makeup done? Is this? Is that? You know, so many things to think about. But after a while, it becomes routine. And it's about my message. It's not about my background. Now, you will never see me in a messy background. But I'm just saying, get the message out there. And the only way to feel comfortable in front of the camera is to get out there and just start talking. That's all you can do. That is all you can do. Now, overcoming my fear of heights, I may never be able to overcome that. And I'm all right with that too, okay? Let's just keep it all the way real. I am all right with that too. But whatever it is, whatever fear that you need to face, I want to encourage you this week to start facing those fears. Break them down. Write them down one at a time. Attack it. And once you do, put a date on it that you accomplished that goal and move on to the next thing. Because again, this is a big world we live in, and you're missing out on so much if you allow fear to keep you from being the best that you can be. And then owning up to your mistakes. You've got to be able to own that. See, let me tell you something. That takes a big person to own up to their mistakes. Okay? It takes a very, very big person to do that. Not everybody can do that. I can own up to my mistakes. Okay? I may not like doing it, but I can do that. And I do, because you know why? I don't want that mistake holding me down. I don't want that mistake keeping me from moving to the next level. So I'm all right with owning up to it. Okay, you know what? My bad. I messed up. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. Whatever the case may be, I'm going to forgive myself, whether you forgive me or not. And I know that once I ask God for forgiveness, He's going to forgive me, and I'm going to move on anyhow. Yo, that's all I have. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those of you that continue to support me and all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back, and y'all know the drill. There's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing you can do about it. I'm going to love you when you're going up. I'm going to love you when you're coming down. I'm going to love you when you're going in. I'm going to love you when you're coming out. But most importantly, I'm going to love you when nobody else likes you. Till next time, take care.